Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Arif Zaki bin Ahmad Hilmi, student ID 2025214874.
My name is Muhammad Shafiq Iskandar bin Shamsuddin. My student number is 2025484674.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Akid Al-Alam bin Ahmad Fawizi Al-Am and my student ID is 2025237298.
My name is Nur Akila Amani binti Muhammad Asman. My student ID is 2025479468.
My name is Nur Alanajwa binti Muhammad Adam. My matric number is 2025226182.
And today, me and my team will present our findings on financial accounting and reporting for a sole proprietorship business for Alina's Kitchen. This presentation will include the background of the business, the characteristic of the business, the classification of business items, the recording process of the business, and also the strength and the weakness of the recording process.
The background of Alina's Kitchen. The name of the company is Kasih Kalisha Enterprise, and Alina's Kitchen is currently operating as a sole proprietorship. It is located at Lot 1G11, Block 1, Wisma Mais, Jalan RU39A, Section 3, Shah Alam, Petaling. The business was started with the capital of 60,000 ringgit. There are 5 workers, including the owner, involved in the daily operation, such as drink preparation, cooking, and kitchen assistance. The business experiences its peak hours during lunchtime, at the end of the workday, and at night, usually after Isha. At the moment, the business does not rely on any suppliers, and every supplies are covered by the owner herself.
For the business characteristic of Alina's Kitchen, the business is a sole proprietorship, which means it is fully owned and managed by one person. As a sole proprietor, the owner carries all the responsibilities, including managing the operation, handling the finance, and bearing the risk. Therefore, every decision and outcome of the business depends entirely on the owner. In terms of capital, the business was started with 16,000. What makes it unique is that the owner did not take any loan. Instead, she used money collected from a Kutu saving groups as her main source of capital. This allowed the business to operate without debt and without worrying about monthly repayments. Furthermore, all raw materials are purchased directly by the owner to ensure freshness and consistent food quality. Alina's Kitchen focuses mainly on food and beverage and also provide catering services for various occasions. The owner's main goal is to deliver high quality food and reliable service to every customer. Regarding daily performance, the business records stable sales between 1,500 and 2,300. All transactions are recorded using receipt for accuracy. Additionally, the refund process is well organized. Every transaction is checked carefully to avoid double payment, and the business encourage cashless payment. If a customer leave a negative review, the food will be replaced to maintain customer satisfaction. When it comes to payment, Alina's Kitchen does not face any overdue issue because customers always pay on time. The financial records are reviewed monthly, and all receipts are kept neatly in one place for easy reference. Sometimes, customers arrive late and collect their order or misunderstand what they order. But these issues are minor and do not affect business operations significantly. Lastly, Alina's Kitchen operates in an area with moderate and healthy competition, which encourage the business to maintain good service quality and continuous improvement. That's all for me for a business characteristic.
And I will be explaining the classifications of business item for Alina's Kitchen. These classifications are very important so that we knew if our business is running healthy or not. And there are 5 categories for these classifications, which is assets, liabilities, revenue, capital, and expenses. So, I will go through the first category, which is the asset. Asset is the thing that we own physically and basically the backbone for our business. These assets usually help us to generate our income and also help us to produce the revenue for our business. For Alina Kitchen, we have a few assets such as cooking utensils, freezer, stove, and also catering equipment. Alina's Kitchen only bought this item once, and these items will help them generate the income based on what they offer and their service that produce revenue for them. Next to the assets, we have a quieter but equally important category, which is the liabilities. Liabilities represent what the business owes to others, or simply said, an obligation. In Alina's Kitchen, it is happily listed as no obligations or no liabilities or no loans, which is a very ideal situation for a business. However, if Alina's Kitchen decide to make a loan or borrow money from other owners or banks, then the loan will be put into this category, which is liabilities, which are the money that they need to pay back to the banks or the other people. Now, for the exciting part, we have revenue. Revenue is the money flowing into the business, or simply put, what we earn. In Alina's Kitchen, this is purely from selling food and beverages, which is every cup of water, every plate of food, that's their revenue. Next, we have the capital. Capital is the money that the owners initially invest for the business. And for Alina's Kitchen, this is 100% from the owner's money, and this money helps them to buy their first asset and to pay their expenses before they can generate any revenue. Finally, we have the expenses or the cost of doing business. This is the most critical for management, which are the costs incurred by the business to generate revenue. For Alina's Kitchen, there are a lot of expenses they need to take care of. First, they have the water and electric bills and also the rent. Next, for the maintenance, they have shop maintenance and also sewage maintenance to make sure that their assets function properly. Next, they have the worker salary, and finally, cooking gas and raw cooking materials. All of these expenses are necessary, but managing and controlling them are the key to turn your revenue or to turn their revenue into profit.
So now I will present to you the recording process of the Alina's Kitchen. Alina's Kitchen business process usually accepting cash and online transfers for all of their sales every day. They hire a professional accountant next door of their restaurant to record all of their cash flow. The business only record their cash flow every month efficiently due to agreement with the accountant they hire. Apart from that, the person that responsible to keep track of the business money is the owner, Kalisha itself, after closing time. And she is also responsible to check the online banking flow to prevent any careless mistakes.
Next, the strengths and the weakness of the Alina's Kitchen. First and foremost, all the monthly financial reports were prepared by the chartered accountant in the other company. The strength is the business have a proper financial management, but the owner need to pay higher costs because they need to hire a certified accountant to calculate their profits and loss of the business. Second, it have various food and beverage outlet near the Alina's kitchen. The strength is the business have a healthy competition between the other shops, but the owner need to suffer a low profits due to the customers have a lot of choices around the Alina's kitchen. Last but not least, the capital is 100% by the owner. So, the benefit is it can prevent from any debt by the bank or the other entity. While the weakness is the owner need to spend more of their own assets to ensure the business runs smoothly. That's all from us. Thank you.